Sup? Welcome to the video. I want to talk about aging. Because I just got a progress picture from a client that is absurd. And it just made me think about, I know I talk about this a lot. I know I talk about fitness being for more than vanity and for feeling better when you're 50, 60, 70 years old and for living longer and all those good things that are motivating for a lot of us. Like, we're motivated by many different things, but that's at least partial motivation. This is different. I want to talk about fitness as it relates to aging because this client of mine, Jacob, who is 30 years old, sent me a 3-month progress picture that, like, I almost didn't even recognize him when he first sent it. Seriously. His face just looked that different to me. He's 6 feet tall. He went from 212 pounds to 186.5 pounds in a span of literally 12 weeks. And it reminded me of I texted a buddy on his birthday. I was like, yo bro, happy 30th, blah, blah, blah. We went back and forth a little. And he gave me, he's a self-deprecating dude, but he's like, I'm old as shit, haha. It's like, no, you're not. Like, I know 40 is the new 30, 50 is the new 40. Like, I get that, but it's so true. And I can really only speak directly to what I've experienced being a 29-year-old dude and talk to, but it's men and women and it's all ages. When you are strength training, when you are sleeping enough, when you are eating foods with micronutrients in them, when you are keeping your body fat in a healthy range, you're gonna look better. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna move better, all that good stuff, but you're also gonna look better. And like, not only your physique, but his face. It's mind-blowing to me. And sometimes you see a person and you're like, wow, you look insane for your age. And sometimes you see someone and you would have guessed that they were older than they actually are. Like, some of that's genetics, I get that, and like hair and things of that nature, but a lot of that is how they treat their bodies and how they take care of themselves. And that's controllable. And if you're 16 or 18 or 22 and you're hearing this and you're like, that doesn't really matter, building those habits when you're younger, I promise you, is gonna pay such insane dividends. Because society has us like thinking that things have to happen along a certain, like, you gotta decide when you're 17 how much debt you're gonna take on, what you wanna do for the rest of your life. You gotta decide when you're 22 to 24, at least in the Midwest, like, do you wanna settle down, who you wanna settle down with, when you wanna have babies, like what kind of job do you want, and then like grind it. Like, you can think outside of that box, and like fitness with the aging process and feeling better into your 30s, into your 40s, into your 50s just allows like you to do more. I know I'm speaking in very broad terms, but I'm trying to like speak to a wide audience on this, that looking better as you get older, because you're gonna feel better and that's good, but also on the vanity side of things, looking better makes life easier. And it sucks, and it kind of like speaks to people being shallow and like, we're not amazing as human beings, but it's the game we're playing, it's the reality we're playing in. And so the fact that you can control that by taking care of your diet and exercise program is just huge. And so I know I'm pushing hard for like, get on the bandwagon with me, because I know a lot of you aren't. I know that even though you might watch a decent amount of these videos I put up, I know not everyone has their fitness dialed in. So getting that 3-4 days a week of strength training in, paying attention to nutrition, limiting the amount of like cheating and eating lots of processed junk and all that stuff, eating too many calories too often, like dialing that in just matters. All right, that's the video. My man Jesse is flying in like 2 hours from Buffalo. I've talked about him before. We're just gonna grind. Actually, like, he doesn't know this, but we're not gonna work that hard. I kind of just wanna like hang out and get to know him better, and we'll do some work obviously, but we're gonna get dinner tonight. I kind of want to go to one of those sensory deprivation tanks, a float tank, supposedly super meditative, and I don't know, it's like a big Tony Robbins, Joe Rogan, like those guys are into that, but it's something that is a way of like, I'm always looking for ways to save time, and that's a way to increase energy and increase how you feel. That's higher ROI for your time. It's like a nap, but higher ROI on the time of the nap, if that makes sense. Anyway, he's coming. We'll have an upload for you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.